Hey, welcome to the PSY TAi PodCAST number 17, I believe. Look, we're getting a little better with this green screen technology. Hey, man, guess what we got to do? Y'all know, cue the intro. Hey, yo, I hope y'all having a wonderful, good, whatever, morning, evening, night, midnight, special, whatever time this is coming at you. Take this energy now that we all in the same boat. We can start the Tai'versation. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PSY TAi PodCAST. Sorry, I gotta get this disclaimer, but we do not promote the use of illegal or legal drugs on this channel. Your body is your body. What we do on this channel is we research scientific articles, and I give my 2 cents of experience. And if anybody want to jump in, they give their 2 cents of experience. But whatever it is you do with your body is what you do. I'm not telling you to go out and do anything. All right, now that we pass all that. Okay, I had a wonderful yesterday. I hope y'all had a wonderful yesterday. I had a good time, went out to the park, did a lot of meditation, had yeah, I'm going JUSt TAi, and I think that would be episode 94, and I'm gonna talk real in depth about what happened during my park adventure. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. But make sure y'all share this page. Check us out on Instagram, all that good stuff. I got a nice article today. It's about, it's never too late. It's about people like in their 60s and stuff, partaking in psilocybin mushrooms and other psychoactive compounds, plant medicines alongside psychotherapy. And this article I found is from the Wall Street Journal. So we're going to go into that. This mushroom behind me is, so just so we know, because on PSY TAi PoDCAST, we got to say some facts sometimes. There's two kind of magic mushrooms, as they say out there in the world. Two kind of magic mushrooms. One are psilocybin containing mushrooms, and the other is the flyardric, or something like that, the Amanita muscaria. These are mostly found in the UK. If you want to like a quick tie about that, remember JUSt TAi is when you come out your mind with your heart and you let that circle keep spinning, let whatever come out, it just comes out, man. That just comes out. But if y'all want to know something about the flyardric in the UK, it's been used, I believe, for thousands of years. That's how they came up with the story of King Arthur and all of that stuff. So I believe there's a whole lot of coding and hidden messages behind that. Why y'all think the UK and stuff are always talking about fairies and dragons and stuff like that on that level, as if it existed, as if it was real? I believe it has something to do with the Amanita muscaria. Amanita muscaria. If y'all want me to do a podcast about that, drop it in the comments below. I'll be happy to do so. I'm feeling real happy. I'm feeling real good this morning. Like I tell you, yesterday was very, very alleviating. Look at this background too. It's very, I just like backgrounds. Like, and this green screen, I got them bumps away. I don't know. I put the computer up, made it lean down, got the lights on the side, and ta-da! It's working a lot better. But you know, on the PSY TAi PoDCAST, what we here for is to break the stigmatism on psychedelics. So we're going to jump right into this article, and we're going to see what happens from there. All right, boo-boo. Cool, it came right up. Now, don't start with this ad stuff. No ads. No heads up. I don't need a heads up. All right. Shout out to Spider-Man. Spider-Man joining the party. Okay. So this is from the I was about to say Wisconsin. The Washington State Journal has provided us with this article, and it is by Arthur David Wahlberg. So shout outs to you. Thanks for bringing us this thing today. It says, party drug used for depression at UW Health amid research on psychedelics. Sorry, I butchered that. Y'all can read it. Oh, they got a picture of this guy with his doggy dog. Let's read this little cat. Yeah, let's let this reconnect. Alright, I was going to let that reconnect. I'm paying attention to this stuff now. Alright. Alan Ferguson, who has severe depression, gave away Zeke his Catahoula leopard dog this spring as Ferguson prepared to end his life. Then he took ketamine, a psychedelic drug that greatly improved his mood. So that's a huge preview. So what, did he change his mind? What was he going to kill himself or something? Huh? All right, let's go. Let's really tie on this. Let's tie. Just tie stands for just think about it as well. Just think about it. All right. Alan Ferguson's depression became so severe that this spring he quit his job, gave away his dog, and planned to end his life. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm just gonna end his life for something. None of the medication he had tried eased his despair. A psychiatrist suggested one last treatment, ketamine, or an aesthetic known as Special K, a party or date rape drug. Yeah, it can go either or. A lot of these things are personal responsibility, especially when it comes to ketamine, and it's not really with the plant medicines. Yeah, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. But it's all in the right contents, and that's why we're reading stories like this, because just because people do messed up things doesn't mean the whole party has to be ruined. Just like in school, I don't believe that rule in school, like one person get in trouble, everybody gotta suffer. And then say, yeah, the whole team gotta suffer and they all gotta enact their morals and stuff on that one person that messed up so that he won't ever do it again. Like, that's how society is. We get pointing the fingers at everybody, pointing the fingers, and we never point the fingers at ourselves. So we missing out on grand opportunities. Grand opportunities. A lot of people are dying unnecessarily, taking their lives. Suicide is on the rise. I used to suffer from suicidal tendencies back in the past. I'll be up front. I had at least like two or three suicidal attempts. Talk about that another time. But all of this is all from my heart. That's why I'm out here trying to doing this podcast every day. Check out the JUSt TAi, where I'm out in the woods, even motivating even more, out in the real hard nature, not with the green screen and stuff like that. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Okay. Oop. Hold on, guys. My bad. Me doing my Mario impression messed it up. All right. Here we go. Yeah, he became so depressed. Psychiatrist. Yeah, I never had ketamine before, but I read a lot of trip stories about ketamine. A lot of trip stories and a lot of his chemistry and stuff like that. Okay. After one infusion, Ferguson's mood lifted. Additional sessions have provided continued relief. This is his quote. My whole life, in my free time, my brain has gone to. My whole life, in my free time, my brain has gone to. I need to be dead, said Ferguson, 54, who lives in Dansville, south of Mount Horeb. The next morning, I waited for those thoughts. They just didn't come. You're not your thoughts. This is PSY TAi PodCAST, we die. In my mind, we're not our thoughts. We're observant of our thoughts. We're conscious of our thoughts. We're the awareness of our thoughts. And then when we get so upset with life, it's because we believe we are our thoughts. We get caught up in this game. We get caught up in this game that we playing, this role that we playing. Thinking that I'm Captain Naga, for real. Thinking that I'm whoever is playing Captain Naga. Thinking that you that special person here, father, or anything, any role we playing. It's just a role. It's just a role. But let's go on with this article. All right, so yeah, his thoughts didn't come. I used to have them thoughts all the time. They used to just come. And I was just like, oh, the music, they said the music's supporting it, the music did support and stuff, but it was like that, it was natural. All right, yeah, back on. It's like, it was just natural thoughts, just my natural thinking process. So I went on my path, and let's keep reading about this other guy's path. It's not about me right now. Okay, I'm trying to back up enough so my eyes are not red. Yeah, ketamine and other psychedelic drugs, which researchers explored in the 1960s, are ways to expand or calm the mind, are making a resurgence in medicine, including at UW Health. About 3 dozen patients have taken ketamine for depression at UW Hospital since last year. A campus study of psilocybin, the hallucinogenic ingredient in magic mushrooms, found the drug to be safe in healthy volunteers. Researchers are planning trials of psilocybin for people with depression or addiction to opioids or methamphetamines. And if y'all been paying attention to the PSY TAi PodCast, look at me rambling on, self-promoting. But for real, if y'all go back and watch the PSY TAi PodCast, that's what it's all about. We go over some studies. I'm going to try to find some more. And if y'all have some more to send to me, send them my way. On psychedelic studies being conducted in the 50s, and then they had to go underground because of the drug laws. It was made Schedule 1. They had to go underground. But a lot of people are now going out and researching, like they're getting grants and everything. Shout outs to MAPS. But yeah, that's where we are now, 2018. And it's really being used to treat this depression, this addiction, opioids. Check out the one I made about Mac Miller and addiction and everything to opioids and how that starts up in different communities. Because I grew up in the projects in Philadelphia. So I've seen a lot with my own 2 eyes. I don't just read all day. I lived and experienced a lot. And that's why I'm in the mountains now trying to recollect and deprogram myself from a lot of that stuff. But I'm highly aware of a lot of the stuff that made me who I am today. And it's making a lot of people who they are. And we just got to throw this net out there to help. Throw this safety net out there to help. This life raft to help just whoever's willing to grab on. All right, let's keep going. The university is part of a new national study looking at MDMA, better known as the street drug ecstasy for post-traumatic stress disorder. Just made one. The last one was just about MDMA in autistic adults with social anxiety. Go check that out. Podcast 16. It took about 13 tries because I had a lot of internet troubles and all this other stuff. But it got out, and I'm so happy about that. All right. Better known as the street drug ecstasy for post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, we gotta look into that now. The Food and Drug Administration has already labeled the drug a breakthrough therapy for PTSD. The FDA, once they get their hands on it, it's really going to get out in the minds of people. Like, I know us psychonauts, we like, yeah, we already know this stuff, but we just gotta talk. Who cares about the government? Like, we all won. We all in this big field game together. And some voices are able to be heard by other ears more easily than other voices. So we have to be proud and happy when things... Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry for the internet drops. I'm in another room. But we have to be so happy that when the FDA and stuff really like is pushing forward, like on that level. I never heard of this before. They didn't even do this with marijuana. The FDA and stuff still got marijuana Schedule 1. Schedule 1. I don't know. But what is this MDMA saying? Yo, this is 2018, man. I'm so happy to be alive during this time, bringing you this news, man, and living through it too. This is awesome. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's keep going. All right, these are extremely potent psychoactive compounds, said Dr. Stephen Gowal, a UW Health psychiatrist who has been treating Ferguson and others with ketamine. It seems perfectly reasonable in a reasonable fashion. Reasonable in a responsible fashion to look at how they can be used in a beneficial way. Yes, let's go. Psilocybin, MDMA, and most other psychedelics are illegal and not approved for any medical condition. They are officially available only in research settings officially. Psilocybin, MDMA, and other psychedelics are illegal and not approved for medical. Oh, I read that. Oh, I'm on one. Ketamine, however, is approved by the FDA as an anesthetic. Anesthetic. I'm trying to get it right for the people listening. Yeah, anesthetic. I'm good with that. That means doctors can use it in other ways, such as for depression. I gotta figure out how ketamine is made. We gotta go over the chemistry of ketamine on air so we can know exactly what that is. But I do know it's something not to be really played with. There's something called a K-hole. And let's keep reading about this guy's story. Cause remember, he wanted to kill himself. He was on the brink of he gave up his dog, man. When an old man giving up his dog, how far going down do you have to be a white guy in America and say, I'm gonna give up my dog, I'm gonna kill myself? He's white in America. I'm not all about race and stuff. Like, it has a huge advantage. Like, depression can hit anybody at any time, at any part in life. So we gotta be prepared, and we gotta stay smiling. And it is all about love, because that's like the highest frequency. But it's all about us speaking out and speaking our truths and speaking out our stories for one another, so that we can get each other. So we can all work through this darkness and see our shadow sides, merge it with our light sides, and we can all elevate human consciousness up just a level, just by talking. Or creating. Whatever it is that you love to do. Alright, let's finish. Let's go back into this article, man. I'm having fun this morning. Having fun. Alright, yeah, back to the guy. He said, like flipping a switch, Garlow, who has been giving ketamine to patients with depression since 2012. I wonder if this was before it was legal. When he was at Emory University in Atlanta. Oh, he's legit science. Like I said, scientists stay legit. They don't really do stuff unless they get grant or permission. So that's why I'm happy that MAPS and all these people was 2018. We moving forward, guys. All right. After coming to in University in Atlanta. After coming to UW Health in 2015, he started a ketamine program in Madison early last year. The treatment is for patients with severe depression for whom other drugs don't work. Over 3 weeks, they get up to 6 40-minute infusions, which leave them days for an hour or two. Some later get maintenance treatment every few weeks. Remember, this is psychotherapy. This is not just people going sniffing lines or they getting therapy alongside of it, which is what I really promote on the PSY TAi PodCAST. Captain Naga really promotes therapy, or a really good friend that's been in this game for a long time, know they stuff. But all right, let's go. For more than a third of patients, ketamine doesn't help. Ketamine doesn't help, Garlow said. For another third, it provides a minimal benefit, he said. For about 25%, the improvement is dramatic, he said. It's like flipping a switch, Garlett said. Their depression has gone totally away. Here goes another old guy. Oh, this is Alan Ferguson again. Alan Ferguson, 54, was diagnosed with depression at age 18. He's been living with it all these years. If I ever went to a therapist, I would have been clinically diagnosed with depression around that time. I was like what you would call emo, which just means emotional to me. But it's still depressive. All right, 54 was diagnosed with depression at 18 and with major depressive disorders 3 years ago. Infusions of ketamine, a hallucinogenic drug given to patients in a controlled setting, has greatly lifted his spirits. I didn't expect it was going to do much, he said. I was amazed. These are real life stories. Shout outs to True Life Stories. Shout outs to True Life Stories. Go check them out on YouTube. That's the bro. That's the fam. All right. For Ferguson, who was diagnosed with depression at age 18, ketamine has been a lifesaver. A former police officer who has also worked in information technology, he has taken more than a dozen medications for depression with little effect. Like I mentioned, man, taking all of these pills, all of these other ways of coping, and we have no benefit, really. It's killing us more. Y'all see the commercials. You wanna cure that stomach ache. You better be prepared to have side effects of dying, of confusion, of suicidal tendencies, of bumps popping up on your skin, losing your hearing, going blind, a finger popping off. Why? In May, he canceled therapy and psychiatry appointments. And this guy was a cop. He was a cop. And this was after he was 18, he was depressed. So this is just talking about the police force. The police force. I do believe that a lot of people in power, I'm going to keep breaking this down. I believe a lot of people in power need to have psychiatric treatments. And I believe that they need to go through plant medicine, a plant medicine treatment, or go through, and then we see how they are in the end, see how true they are to themselves. Because this guy was a police officer. What if he was doing some jacked up stuff because he was depressed? Look how depressed he is now. I used to be depressed, like severely, and I see the things and the attitudes that I had towards people. Imagine a cop going out just patrolling. I'm from Philly. Like I used to get pulled over all the time, just because they didn't really believe it was my car. I seen people get shot by cops, not talked about on the news. Like, it's so much stuff happening about depressed people, period, that we need to speak up. We nearly need to speak up about all of this. I used to getting so rowdied up. All right, hold on one second, guys. All right, as long as it says we're live, I'm going to keep going. I was looking at the thing. All right, let's go. Let's get back to this. All right. In May, he canceled therapy and psychiatry appointments and picked a day to die. He gave his sister a farewell phone call, not telling her about his suicide plan. Wonder if he had kids. But his psychiatrist connected him with a ketamine clinic in Milwaukee. Shout out to Milwaukee. I don't think I said that word in so long. After a few infusions there, Ferguson started receiving the treatments at UW Hospital. He's now getting one every 2 weeks. The picture not coming up, but this is just a quick thing saying Ferguson had 3 ketamine infusions this spring at Ketamine Milwaukee, where the treatments cost $4.95 each. After he paid for the first one out of pocket, his friend paid where he continues, costs about $1,000. They have been covered by insurance and charity care. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool. We're just gonna keep going through this Washington State Journal article. Pretty rad. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. right, sorry about that. I really cannot tell if we're still live, but if we are not still live, yeah, then if we're not still live, then I'm going to just upload this. I'm going to just upload it on its own. It's going to be, sorry for the confusion. But we're going to get through this article. This is real good. This is real fun. All right, here it is. Where were we? Some people report hallucinations from infusions, but Ferguson said he senses more of a numbness. Your whole body feels like it's on Novocaine, he said. Early this summer, when he went 5 weeks between treatments, his negative thoughts crept back. But today he feels well, with enough mental energy to help upgrade his church building and train to become a peer support specialist. Early meditation and stuff will help out with a lot with keeping them thoughts away. All about your lifestyle. Early this summer, when he went 5 weeks between treatments, I'm able to focus and concentrate like I haven't been for quite a while, he said. Yeah, like you're saying, it's disconnected. This is weird. The internet is weird, guys, but we're going to keep going. There it is. I'm able to focus and concentrate like I haven't been for a while, he said. To live with that for 40 years and have it be going is medically incredible. What about personally incredible? What about just change your life? Psilocybin and MDMA. They're going into something else real quick. UW's Madison psilocybin study conducted at the School of Pharmacy in 2015 involved a dozen people who took escalating doses of the drug over several months in a tranquil treatment room filled with colorful artwork. Guides who were experienced in meditation assisted the subjects as they experienced their trip. There were no significant side effects, and a standard dose of psilocybin seemed to work for most people, the study found. The goal is to use the drug to reduce depression and anxiety in people with terminal cancer, said Paul Hudson, the pharmacy professor who oversaw the research. Yeah, terminal cancer, like they know they're about to pass on to the other realm, and there's so much sadness that comes, depression and stuff like that. And psilocybin, mushrooms, and MDMA is alleviating those. It's literally like, here, don't worry about that anymore. In a way, that's magical. There were Gotta scroll down and past this picture of this lady named Karen Cooper, a lead guide in 2015 UW Madison study of psilocybin. So shout out to Karen Cooper. The psychedelic drug and magic mushroom shows the treatment room in the pharmacy building. Yeah, that's where they was chilling at while they was tripping. That's a nice room. That's a comfortable room. Hudson said he is seeking funding to do other studies involving people addicted to opioids or methamphetamines. Research has suggested that psilocybin may help people quit smoking or stop using cocaine, he said. The Madison-based USONA Institute, founded by Bill Linton, founder of CEO Fitch and biotech company Pomegranate, is planning a multi-state study of psilocybin for depression, with enrollment expected to begin by the middle of next year, according to USONA's website. I want to be there. I want to be part of that study. The Madison-based USONA Institute. Oh, so shout out to Bill Linton. Trying to a biotech company. Biotech, technology and biology. I was talking about that. Check out my singularity transhumanism. Like, that's coming. That's coming. Hudson said the pharmacy school might be one of the study sites. USONA funded his earlier psilocybin research. All right. Now, the new MDA study for PDMS has 16 sites around the country. It is sponsored by the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies in Santa Cruz in California. That's the MAPS program I kept shouting out. It is expected to enroll at least 7 patients in Madison, the same treatment room as where the psilocybin study was conducted. MDMA has the potential to allow participants to become more willing and open and curious about aspects of their trauma during the therapy sessions, Christopher Nolis said. The drug serves as a catalyst, allowing these processes to manifest in a more spontaneous and self-directed manner, Nicholas said. All right. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun article from the Washington State Journal. Thank you, David Wahlberg. All right. And y'all see, man, these plant medicines changing lives, man. I'm just checking to see if this is still live. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the PSY TAi PodCast number 17. This has been an awesome show. I'm so happy that y'all are listening. Please share. Check out the Patreon account so I can get an upgraded camera, better computers, so the internet won't be dropping and all this crazy things. But I'm working diligently every day to bring it better and it cut off. But if I upload this, y'all gonna still see this. That's what's funny. Yeah, but I'm trying to create a better and better show every day. I'm trying to up the production value better and better so that I can reach people that probably won't watch a show like this. But if it was, I don't know. Y'all know how minds work. Y'all know how minds work. So just check out the Patreon account. And make sure y'all stay tuned for the Just Laugh Now series that I have running at, it's usually like 12 o'clock at night show. It's very entertaining. We got to learn to laugh. Let out those emotions. We take life too serious a lot of times. And that's more of us believing that we are our thoughts. That we are, like we talked about in the beginning, we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness of those thoughts. So the way to not call in the game is to just stay laughing at life. Stay laughing at yourself. I was going through something yesterday where I was hearing someone saying, be a serious idiot or something like that. I don't know how it was, but I was thinking about Peter Griffin and Homer Simpson and how prominent those characters are. Yeah, they play it off and they muck it up by making them do like messed up things to people all the time. But that looseness in mind and that ability to see concepts and ways of life playing out in their own way is very powerful. And I believe we all need to have that playfulness in us. Well, that's just about 2 takes. Also, it is still recording. We'll see if it... We'll see what happens. It was still going live. Alright, so... I'm just chilling out right here for a second. Remember, JUSt TAi stands for just think about it. When you combine your mind with your heart, let that thing keep spinning. Let whatever comes out, it comes out. But I'm about to start the JUSt TAi series again. I used to do it all the time. I used to go out in the woods, have so much fun doing it. But I lost my camera or somebody stole it, one or the other. And I haven't been able to do it since. But what that did was kickstart me to start this PSY TAi podcast. Because I never started... I always knew I had this webcam. I ain't using that webcam. But I got some lights and it really brought out the definition. And it made it worth it. Made it worthwhile. But what was I talking? What had... Yeah, I was talking about JUSt TAi now. I'm about to go into that because I had an awesome experience, awesome past experience with psilocybin mushrooms, and I really want to get that story out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sign out now on this. And remember, we all Thai. But do we really Thai? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I don't know. Till next time, it's Captain Naga asking you to relax, do your research, go out for your own experience. Talk your history. Talk your story. Talk your story. Poof. Do it again. Poof. Poof. I wonder if it's still streaming. If it is, hey, taking a long time to say stop streaming, saying stop and stream for a minute. But if y'all want to know how y'all here, if y'all still listening, and how I got PSY TAi the name, I was thinking about a psychedelic podcast, and then I was like psychedelic, and then something came PSY TAi delic. It was gonna be PSY TAi delic. Then I dropped the delic, and it said PSY TAi. Then it was the PSY TAi podcast show, and then I just dropped the show and said PSY TAi podcast. This is still saying it's trying to end. This is funny.